Hello boys and girls, my name is Martinez. Welcome to a new part in the E3 special vlogs. This time we have Ubisoft, as apparently for my clothing, of course. Ubisoft started off with something nice, which was called the mean tweets. Basically, developers, producers, reading out mean tweets. They were not that really mean, but it was fun to watch. And dancers versus developers. Basically, the three best Just Dance stars going against some of the developers of Just Dance. Other than that, they started off with the show, as I'm gonna do right now. South Park, something most people like. I personally think South Park goes that little step too far. I enjoy Futurama and Simpsons much more, but basically that's just me. If South Park's your style, please enjoy it. South Park, they announced a new game. It's called South Park: The Fractured Butthole. It's a new RPG in the same style of the Stick of Truth, only with superheroes instead of elves, dwarves, things like that. No dates, nothing other than that. But they did get the creators from South Park on stage, but they haven't really commented on the game itself. Other than saying that they at first weren't planning to do it, but as they learned how to make games at Stick of Truth, they decided to use that knowledge for a second part. Also, they have a new IP, which is called For Honor. It's medieval melee combat, 4 versus 4 online. Uh, Basically, you play as 4 heroes, and you have a lot of soldiers with you, which are AI controlled. You can use those soldiers to attack the other soldiers, and you going against the other players, or you could just use yourself and bash on all the soldiers and then go against the players. Basically, whatever you want. It could make for some long combat, as the game ends when all the players are dead and one is left standing. Now, the problem with this is sword fighting is blocking, parrying, and things like that. If you keep on blocking or parrying, no damage is done. So you can, if people time it right, you can have a really long sword fight in this game, I think. It is also played 1 versus 1, if I am correctly, and it was a good demo. It really showed off the game how it was. I haven't seen any skills or anything like that, like you see in an RPG or things. But other than that, it was just basic brutal combat, slashing people, chopping heads off. I liked it. Continuing on, the crew, the racing MMO from Ubisoft. It's not much of an MMO. Basically, you only have 4 people on the map. They're getting a new expansion featuring drag racing, which is awesome. And it looked a bit like Forza Horizon, if you know what I mean. Or Forza Horizon is the Forza games turned into a more arcade style. It features festivals on the road, and basically you just drift along the road, jumps, get skill points, things like that. And the new expansions for the crew looked very similar. It's not a bad thing, but I think it's not intended for the crew. If you don't agree with me, please leave a comment. They showed also a new expansion for Transfusion, which is awesome level max. That's the entire name. And you're riding a fire-breathing unicorn. Man, come on. If you're into this game, get it. You're riding a fire-breathing unicorn. What else can you want in the world? It's not my type of game, so I'm gonna skip ahead to The Division. They showed a new area called the Dark Zone. Also new gameplay, and they showed us they let us hear the Wilhelm scream. Wilhelm scream is one of the most known screams in movie history. Nobody knows who recorded it, but it's used in almost every movie, and games are included into that right now. Sorry, a bit of info history. The Division. It looked like an MMO. I don't know much about it, actually. But at one point there was a team of 3 players going to pick up some supplies or something in the dark zone, and behind them spawned a team of 3 other players. And basically at those moments you can make a decision to work together or to kill that team and take the loot for yourself or the 3 people you are with. They decided to work together. So they worked together, got the loot, killed people, and once they planned to extract themselves and the loot, they decided with a couple of seconds left to kill the other team. Now that was funny, as they killed the other team, one of them was downed and the other one was helping him. The third guy thought, hey, I'm gonna trip across these guys. Killed everyone, ran off with the loot. Bastard! Anyway, release will be March 8, 2016. We got a new Anno game. It's called Anno 2205. Space building simulator. Basically you start off on Earth, get your resources, get your buildings together, make your city work, go up in space and make a moon base. No dates, nothing other than that. Just Dance 2016. You can use your smartphone as a camera. This is new, as the Xbox and also the PS4 don't come with the camera itself in the cheapest package. It was previous on Xbox that they included the Kinect sensor with the Xbox, but you can buy them without Kinect right now. So since you're able to do that, you don't have a camera. And if you don't have a camera, you can't play Just Dance. Well, now you can use your smartphone as camera for Just Dance. So that's gonna include a whole bunch of other people into the game. It's good, and I like it. It's gonna be released October 2015, and they're gonna include a subscription-based streaming service called Just Dance Unlimited, which will give you access to songs from previous Just Dance titles, and of course new songs which will be added when they come out. We have Rainbow Six Siege 2. Terror Hunt is back. I must admit, Rainbow Six, not my kind of game, so I don't know much about it. I say Terror Hunt is back, but I don't know what game it is. You can play it solo or co-op. From what I've gathered from the gameplay video they showed is that it seems like a really tactical game. You had 2 guys with riot shields, some shotgunners, assault rifles, pistols, things like that. Special types of grenades, a drone you can use to fly on the doors, roll over the floor, check the environment, check where the bombs are. It really showed the tactical side of the game, as you have to scout ahead with the drone and then prepare yourself for the battle that is about to come. A preparation can be giving instructions to your team, telling them where to go, where to stand. Basically what they showed is they went alongside into the room, one guy crouching behind the guy with the riot shield to pop out behind him, kill a couple of guys, jump back in to reload. It looked really interesting, and the beta will start September 24, 2015. Also something new coming from Ubisoft is called Trackmania. It's an arcade style racer, and it's insane. It has it's a bit like Transfusion, only then a race game, of course. and you have insane loopings with gaps and things like that. The whole world, the track goes sideways. It's insane. Yeah. Okay, let's go. You get a track builder with it, which seemed really easy to use. Basically, you just lay out your track, and it randomly generates things that go alongside the track, jumps, things like that. Okay, let's see. The last thing we got here, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. They showed an amazing cinematic, but Ubisoft always does the amazing cinematics for Assassin's Creed games. So there's not something really interesting there, other than London looking fabulous. You get a good look of the crew, of your crew, the Rooks they're called, basically just your average street gang in Victorian London. And there was no other info, no gameplay trailer, just nothing, and it was a bit of a letdown for me. And they also did a bit of, how do you say it, teasing with Ghost Recon Wildlands. It's only thing I know is that it's a massive open world, and more I don't know. So there you have it. That was Ubisoft. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave me a like and a comment if you did. Also leave me a comment if you didn't do it, and leave me a reason why if you want to. Check out the rest of my channel for more videos, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video.